Hi, everybody. This is Spiritual Teacher for You. My name is Cassie, and I'm here to do a reading. I'm back in my home for a little bit, so I feel very good. I could not go without doing a reading. So, let me tell you some of the energy I am feeling at this moment. Oh, okay. Sorry, like a pop up. Well, it wasn't a pop up. Spotify was trying to come up and it had something about Elvis, and I just realized Elvis died next month, so they're starting to pump that up. So that's interesting that he just like came out of nowhere. So somebody here loves Elvis. I've been having I wore an Elvis shirt yesterday or the day before. There's definitely something about Elvis here, Elvis Presley in particular. I don't know if that's the energy of, I don't know. There's so much there that could be there. So I'm getting from Spirit, like whatever, however you resonate with Elvis Presley or whatever memories it brings up, or however you relate to that is a message for you, or just confirmation for you. Maybe you've been missing someone who loved Elvis. Maybe someone you love has passed and they loved Elvis. And this is just like, hey, they're here saying they're watching over you. The hermit came out. See, they're watching over you. Yes, definitely. So definitely someone's loved one is here watching over them who loved Elvis. Okay, that's pretty cool. My mom loved Elvis. So I have, for me, the person watching over me, I have no doubt is my mom. The next thing is, while I was getting ready or just showering, really, I didn't even know I was going to do a reading. And then I was like, you're getting ready and you're going to do a reading. And of course, my cat is about to use the bathroom, because every time I do a reading, there's something here about letting go of something, letting go. And my heart just poked up there. So something about letting go, something in the heart space. The Lovers comes out here. So this is the energy that I want to talk about right here, this duality. Okay? Notice the black and white theme I got going. Black and white earrings. Black and white. Necklace is black. And then I had the urge to do like that old school early 90s, like late 2000s. I don't know. So, wherever this was. I think it was the 90s, early 2000s. But I was just going to go straight down the middle because I was kind of going with the theme of duality, right? And so there was this like one half, like the moon and the sun and that kind of thing. But then Spirit was like, no, do a zigzag, because it felt like to me that, yes, we are going down a path, but it may not always be straight like we think it would be. And so this path, I felt like zigzag. So your path hasn't been an easy one. Sorry, I had to wait till my cat was done because he's super loud and takes forever. But your path to where you're going hasn't been an easy one. There's been ups and downs, but notice that even though you may stray off the path a little bit, you're still moving forward, You may stray off the path a little bit, but you're still making moves forward. And then eventually you're going to end up being at a very balanced place, because down the back of my head, I just went straight down. So you've been going back and forth here to try to find a balance and what works for you. And right there is the Death card, which is the card of the death of transformation is what I was about to say, but it's the card of transformation. And this is, this could be pertaining to a death. This could be someone actually passing, or in their later times of their life. You may be close to this person. Of course, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not. But anyways, I always believe that the readings have a lot to do with me as well. So I'm just not going to judge it. So the Lovers came out right behind that guide, remember? Because there's that duality, that masculine and feminine, that light, that dark. And when I say masculine and feminine, I do not mean male, female. I mean masculine traits, feminine traits. There is a duality inside of us all. And I just got a really sharp, like in my left calf, which is the feminine side. So I feel like there are feminines here who are struggling with the fact of duality. Also, I noticed while I was braiding my hair, one I left untied, one I tied. But then I also noticed when I started on this side, I was very like I did this system where I put two fingers in to create three equal strands, but you can see that the strands are not equal. There's a thin strand and a thick strand. Over here, I just kind of winged it, and this one is way more even, and I capped it off at the end, whereas this one I felt the need to leave undone. So there's something here about you may think you know a good way to do something, but there's actually maybe a better way, one more about following your intuition, going by feel, going by, winging it. Like I'm getting that imagery of a grandma who's done a recipe forever and she just is pouring stuff in, not measuring it, but she knows intuitively how much to add. So it's something like that, using your intuition to do something versus the methodical thought out process part of it, or the very like you do it this way at this time, and that kind of thing. So all right, we've got the Three of Cups coming out here and Temperance coming out here. So there's definitely, with this transformation, there's a lot of people around you, I feel. And Temperance comes out to say like, hey, this is the time now to really use everything you've been learning up until now to come together and communicate, collaborate, and heal together. I'm getting emotional. So someone here may struggle with asking for help or asking for advice or taking advice. I'm getting like being a little bit stubborn here. And the Temperance is saying like, let that go. Try to be open to new ways of doing things. Be flexible, be patient, be understanding. Everybody has their own ways about them, and nobody's way is more important than the other, okay? So there's a big message in there, and I'm just going to be honest with y'all, especially for me. I'm learning that lesson right now. That, my way is not always the right way, even though it feels right to me. It may not be the way that other people handle a situation or do things in a situation, and my way doesn't make something more right than their way, if that makes sense. So there is something here about letting go, just as my cat came back to the litter box. There is something here about letting go, trying to control everything. Be flexible, be open-minded, let things be how they're gonna be. If you're trying to control something so much it causes stress and anxiety and being on your toes and not being able to relax and really kind of shutting off spirit and your higher self from communicating with you because you're so stressed out. You're not eating, you're not doing anything that makes you feel good anymore. So there's this about maintaining balance, maintaining sanity. It's what I heard. Yeah. Maintain your sanity, whatever that looks like. Yes, that's the way to go. That is the way to go, is to have a balance. Use people around you to help. It doesn't have to be, and I'm getting this like really strong feeling through my solar plexus. So there is something here about needing to stand in your power. 8:44 on the clock. Stand in your power. Just doing what's right, what feels right, saying what you, even if it sounds messy or rude or whatever, just say, how I feel is this. You can take it or leave it, but I have to tell you how I'm feeling about the situation, okay? There really is a huge transformation going on that's really affecting a lot of people with death, and then the Three of Cups coming out right after that. So this transformation is affecting a lot of people, and there's a lot of people surrounding this transformation. It's also leading to a higher understanding for several people, and it's also leading to it's leading to all good things with the Six of Wands coming out. All good things are ahead. There's victory ahead. So someone is being ushered. I'm noticing the white horse. Someone's being ushered with a divine guide, I don't know, wait, what am I feeling? It's a little bit more complicated than just, they're saying slow down. 222 on the clock. That is Definitely. So, okay. Oh my God, you guys. If this is a personal reading, I'm sorry, but I'm very much relating to it. 222 is the number I associate with my mom who passed on 222. And so 22222. So that number when it comes out, and I just said that this is being this transformation is being guided by a divine source, and then I saw 222. So in my personal life, I definitely feel that my mom is my guiding source. So who does that resonate for you? And now we have the Tower. So there are going to be, I'm hearing a storm. There's a storm a brewing right now. There's a storm coming. um I'm hearing true colors. But that black and white symbolism is there too, along with the death, you guys. Notice all the black and white, the main black and white symbolism. And then there's that yellow and red, yellow being the solar plexus, red being the root chakra. So there is a lot of fear surrounding this transformation. I'm now noticing all the red in the cloth here, the red of the wings of the temperance, and the red. So this is interesting, that the red of the cloth with surrounding this lady right here is around here. So it feels like to me that someone, maybe one person in particular, is going to be more successful out of this transformation than others, just because of what they are bringing to the table. It's like it's their time of reckoning. It's their time. It's their time to be looked upon as with understanding, is what I'm hearing, with full clarity of why they've been the way they are, kind of thing. I'm also seeing the green on the white horse. So I'm getting earth signs, maybe earthy vibes, maybe connecting with nature while going through this transformation. Making sure you're putting your feet in the ground at least once a day for 5 minutes, you guys. I'm no diagnoser person, but or whatever prescriber of anything, but I can guarantee you stick your feet in the ground for 5 to 10, 15, however long you want, and really concentrate on soaking up Earth's energy, you will feel better. And I'm not joking. I did a lot. Like, I was nonstop moving yesterday, and so my right leg was hurting me a lot. Like, I did too much, and I knew I was doing too much, but I couldn't settle. So I was going back and forth, and so my leg really hurt. And I did therapy on it, of course, because I'm a massage therapist, and I had my husband like help me out. And I even took a bath with some Epsom salt, and it was still kind of achy. I mean, it felt much better, don't get me wrong. But man, I went outside and grounded, and now I am literally pain free as I'm sitting here. Whereas before, just sitting was uncomfortable. Okay, so I do fully believe, you can call me cuckoo. I don't care. I truly believe that the earth is healing, and if everybody would just give it a chance, a real chance. But if you reject the earth's natural healing abilities, then that's where the line is drawn of where the earth can help you. You have to be willing to meet the earth halfway. Okay. The tower that it's the cliff there that the tower is standing on, it's very striated, right? And there's something there. I'm hearing parallels. There's lots of parallels here. Maybe you're experiencing something. I'm getting the letter W and the letter M. Maybe you're experiencing something that feels like similar to a situation you've had in the past. You might be having deja vu moments here. I also noticed that I'm getting the one that is victorious is the one to fall the farthest, is what I just heard. So whatever this transformation is, and there's someone who looks victorious out of it, this could be a separate situation. They are the farthest to fall from victory. Very interesting. I know that sounds kind of doomsday, but I'm also getting like they have something in their heart that needs to be healed. And so this situation is actually making them see clearer, if that makes sense. Okay. The red is really coming out to me here too, where I notice the sheet covered being with red, the aura of red. I'm also getting like a bubblegum machine. Oh, a circus. I'm getting like a circus here for someone. Very interesting. The castle is looking like the tower. So you're aware of, oh my gosh, this is crazy, you guys. Okay, wait. This is awesome. Okay, so this is the Seven of Cups, right? Look down here at the tower. We've got a tower. Okay. Look at the wreath there. We've got a wreath there. We've got this figure right here. Looks very similar to the Temperance angel and the Lover's angel. But also that angel right there looks like the Temperance angel, okay? Then we've got the snake, which is in the Lover's card as well. So there's so many symbols and synchronicities with this card that I truly feel. And I'm also noticing the skull right there on that cup, which goes along with death. Okay. So it feels like these things are all on your mind, and you can feel the energies of all these things happening. Now, I didn't get to the rat. So I heard when I saw the rat, I smell a rat. So someone maybe around you might be kind of having not good intentions all the way. I'm not saying they're terrible, but they just don't have the same care as surrounding energies, okay? I am hearing though that this situation has protection around it, like that snake is almost a protector in this situation. And so that rat, they're kind of eyeing it. That snake is kind of eyeing that rat like, get any closer and I'm going to pounce. So I feel this protection around this situation. I keep getting, I don't know, these little, it just reminds me of childhood fun. Maybe this situation reminds you of your childhood or something from the past. Whew, lots of messages from that card. So let's wrap it up here, Spirit. I feel like it's coming to an end, or the energy is changing. So the energy is changing. What's it changing to? I'm getting to shuffle. I'm getting that ping in my solar plexus again. What is that? But it's like very close to the belly button. So it's almost like towards your sacral, but not quite. So there's something here about the sacral and the solar plexus kind of going together. I'm getting creativity here. Owls, 3 owls, the number 3. I'm hearing light a candle for spirit or to honor your ancestors. I've lit a candle every single day, almost as like a beacon, like a, hey, I am overwhelmed. I need your help. Thank you, please, and thank you. And listen, I just see so many things clearer when I reach out to spirit on purpose. I just seem to be able to see things clearer and for what they are. And that's what I've asked around whatever situation I'm in, is to see things clearly, use my intuition, listen to it, and I've set those intentions every single day. I've asked for protection from all the archangels that I know of to ask for protection from, just, and it's all about asking, because they may know you won't help, but they need you to call on them. They need you to call on help, okay? All right, we've got the 2 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and then the 10 of Pentacles. So I do feel like that there may be someone, then there's that rat that I was smelling. Yeah, oh man, you guys, That's crazy. This energy I'm feeling in my solar plexus area. It's like it's like how are you ignoring this gut feeling? It's literally a strong gut feeling about something. And you are going to have to cut something out. You're going to have to be the one to say, "Hey, that's enough. No more of that." And this leads to, hold on, it's hard to feel what this energy is from the Ten of Pentacles. I'm definitely getting earth energy. Loyalty. Loyalty is what I'm hearing. Okay, that's so interesting. I'm almost seeing this in 3D, like where the pentacles are kind of floating in the air. So money is on someone's mind quite a lot. I don't know if this is someone's just thinking about money, what to do with their money, or this is someone who is or okay, give me a second. I'm just getting so much energy right now in my sacral chakra. Um Creativity. I'm getting creativity again. Did I say that already? Yeah, okay. I feel like I need to move forward to be able to get more out of this. So clarity. Maybe there's something about just keep moving forward in order to gain clarity. Ace of Pentacles. There's a lot of pentacle energy I'm feeling here, and it feels like money. There is an opportunity with money coming soon, but it's after you cut something, after you make a hard decision. Okay, this card fell on the floor, so I gotta pick it up. Okay. The Nine of Cups. So this leads to this money that you, or abundance, I will say, that is being kind of just handed to you, is going to allow you to truly fulfill your wishes. Like, this is what's going to get you to exactly where you're going. And fear doesn't belong here, I'm hearing. Fear doesn't belong where you're going. So if you start fearing the things that you feared in the past, but the situation you're in has kind of distracted you from all these fears that you've been feeling, in fact, this situation is teaching you how to stand up for yourself, how to be creative, how to be more compassionate, more understanding, more intuitive, listening to your gut, following your what you feel strongly towards. This situation, this transformation is teaching you all kinds of things. It is you coming out of the cocoon and drying off your wings, but there are still decisions to be made. And so, oh wow, okay, I am getting a message of be very careful about being distracted and someone taking advantage of that. Woo, by all these thoughts. They know that you're currently distracted, so they may be trying to kind of be sneaky. I don't like to give doomsday like thoughts like that, but spirit's just wanting to warn you that there is an energy around you that is almost kind of taking advantage of your distraction, okay? It may not be in a terrible, terrible way, but they're definitely doing something that's, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily feel bad is what I'm trying to say. Maybe they're planning something behind your back. Maybe they're planning something or doing something for you behind your back that looks sneaky, but it's actually with good intentions. They're going about it in a weird way, though. Like, it doesn't look good from the outside, but they have good intentions is what I'm hearing. The moon is really standing out here to me. Okay, so yes, you are walking away from something with the Six of Swords and then the Fool coming out right behind that. You are healing tremendously from something. There's an ego death kind of happening here for someone, and I see this being your new life without that ego standing in your way. So this could be your ego coming back in, kind of distracting you. Okay. Okay, that was probably a break that was needed to end this reading, but I will say this, you guys, that just take one day at a time. That is the biggest advice I've been dishing out. One day at a time. That's all you can do. That's all you can handle. That's literally all you can do is what you're doing right now. So it's like this worry of the future or trying to predict the future. You can't. You can't predict the future. You can have a feeling of what might happen in the future. You know, some people may even see possible future outcomes, like in their mind's eye. Spirit may give you that information, but no one can predict the future and say what's actually going to happen, because there are so many different pieces and pieces to the big puzzle that are trying to come together. It's like when you put a puzzle together, right? There's the border that you create, and then you start filling in little holes here and there, what matches, what goes together, and then eventually the puzzle pieces all come together to form the big beautiful picture. And that's what's happening right now, is the big beautiful picture is being formed, and the puzzle pieces are being, and the further you go along, the like quicker the puzzle pieces come and fit into the puzzle, just like as if you were putting a puzzle together in real life. Okay, so we will end there, you guys, and hold on. Spirit, no, you wanna know me. Long as I'm fucking, long as alright, it doesn't matter. Just beat it. Beat it. I know I butchered that, so please don't come at me. But that song, if you're a Michael Jackson fan, the song Beat It just came into my head. I didn't know the words very well, but okay. What angel? I've got my angel cards. What angel would like to? I do feel a lot of angelic presence around you at this time. You definitely have a lot of divine beings surrounding you. Whether you know it or believe it or not, you do. The angel of blessing. And that's kind of what I feel from, the 10 of Pentacles is just like, and the Ace of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. It's like this blessing raining down upon you. I am blessed in many ways, and I bless all that I have. That's the message I'm hearing, is that instead of looking at a situation as so horrible and so how it's affecting you, and how, kind of turn that around and be like, what can I do to actually make this situation better or the best it could be? What role can I play that allows this situation to have a smooth transformation? So there's this thing about coming from a gratitude of feeling blessed and privileged and honored to do something. Be aware and open to our true selves is the greatest blessing. When we are blessed, all those around us participate in it. Yes. Blessings never come for just one. Bless and hold sacred all that you are just now. Every day. Okay. The angel of healing is here, and the angel of compassion is here. So yes, I definitely feel tough situations around this reading, and not just me, but for others in this collective. And that's why I feel like I'm tuning into you guys, because we're kind of all going through the same thing here. And something I was talking to my husband about the other day is that I was saying something, I was like, that's the biggest job in the world. And he was like, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, don't you think? He was like, if that's the case, then the guy who serves me chicken at Spinks has the biggest job in the world. And I was like, but he does, because he's providing you nutrients. He's providing you with food that you literally went there to get, you know? So I feel like, and I was like, everybody has the biggest job in the world if you think about it, because we're all connected. We're all connected, and the one little thing that you do every day is actually making a big impact on everything else around you that you touch, that you think about. Every time you think about Donald Trump, I don't know why that's popping into my head. That feels really random to me. You're connecting to him. You're sending him energy. And you're either sending him good energy or not good energy, or just neutral energy. But you're sending him something, you know. Anytime you think about your animals at home, you're sending them energy. So just know that anytime a thought comes into your head, anytime you figure out that you know someone because of you knowing someone who knows someone else, you know, it's like, oh my God, we are all connected, literally. And as I'm saying that, I'm noticing the lights outside on my back porch that are hanging, and how the strand from this light bulb connects to the strand to that light bulb. And so it's like, that's just that solidifying, not solidifying, but affirming that connection to us all. I'm getting the Merkaba, and I'm also getting Metatron's cube. Okay, Spirit says that's enough. We know you're tired. Go relax. Thank you. All right, you guys, much love and light. Bye.